When I see people riding and dying on the Fury Road, it dawns on me what they're really missing in life: a good night's sleep. A fate you don't have to suffer, because I bring you the sponsor of this video, Helix. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and conveniently shipped right to your door. Helix offers 20 unique mattresses, including their award-winning Luxe and Ultra Premium Elite collections, the Helix Plus designed for big and tall sleepers, and so much more. And Helix's sleep quiz matches you to your perfect mattress based on your body type and sleep preferences, because I need my bed. I need a bed for me. I don't sleep well in other beds. I sleep on my stomach or side, never on my back. Don't know why. My brain doesn't turn off that way. Took the quiz and I was matched to the Helix Sunset. Soft yet firm, comfortable, and has a cool name. One thing I do very well while sleeping: overheat. I sleep with a fan on my head every night, no exceptions. Which is why I love the Glaciotex cooling cover. Keeps you cool while you sleep. Solid purchase for these summer months coming up. And I appreciate the peace of mind with Helix. You have 100 days to decide whether or not you like the mattress, 10-year warranty, flexible payment options. All for a quality mattress conveniently delivered right to your door. So click the link in the description or go to helixsleep.com/JeremyJones. Get yourself 30% off of Luxe or Elite mattresses plus 2 free pillows, or 25% off site-wide. And that's until May 30th for their Memorial Day sale. And now start your V-twins and your V8s. Here we go. Question: did you think of a tomato juice when I said V8? So Furiosa, a Mad Max story, is the prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. Quick edit at 3 a.m. while I thought I was done with this video. Saga, not story. It's different. It stars Anya Taylor-Joy as a younger Furiosa, and it shows where she came from and how she gets to where she was in Mad Max Fury Road. Essentially, well, pretty much. Oversimplification, not the only thing the movie's here for, so let's talk about it. Because Anya Taylor-Joy comes into the movie about 45 minutes to an hour in. Before that, younger Furiosa is played by Elila Brown. I thought she was great in the movie, because she has to deal with all the initial damage, right? Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlize Theron, they're carrying the baggage. That girl experiences it. There's a lot on her shoulders. Not only did I think she was great in the movie, she's well cast. She looks like younger Anya Taylor-Joy, who doesn't really look like Charlize Theron. She has a lot more speaking lines than Anya Taylor-Joy. Anya Taylor-Joy, Furiosa, she's a woman of action. I do indeed think she has slightly fewer lines than Tom Hardy had in Mad Max Fury Road. I guess that's how you can pick the titular character. Find the character with the fewest lines. Be like, yep, that's the lead. It does show that you don't have to have lines in order to communicate. George Miller's out here creating the cinematic personifications of the old adage, actions speak louder than words. But as everyone in the movie I thought did a great job in this movie, let's be real. It's the Chris Hemsworth show, man. You're gonna hear a few things a lot in reviews. You're gonna hear a lot of gear shifting puns. Whether it's this movie does downshift a bit from Mad Max Fury Road. If Mad Max Fury Road is 6th gear, Furiosa's 1st through 5th. Actually, I like that one. That's mine. You're also going to hear Chris Hemsworth is having a blast on screen. Chris Hemsworth is indeed having a blast on screen, and he's fucking awesome. And he completely fits in this world of madness. See, a big thing happened between Mad Max Fury Road's release and now. I got into Warhammer 40k. Some people call it 40,000, I call it 40k. Point is, the orcs in 40k are so Mad Max Fury Road. That's never been more true than Chris Hemsworth's war band in this movie. They are this kind of madness. It's a world where sanity left the conversation long ago. Chris Hemsworth was great in here. I was a little worried that he'd just kind of be a rehash of Immortan Joe, you know? Immortan Joe, if you look at him, he's kind of deified. He's this religious figure. You know, his followers will die at his request for him. In fact, they want nothing more than to die for him. He's a deity, a god to them. So when I saw Chris Hemsworth in the trailer and he had a veil, I was like, oh, well, here we go again. Side note, if we're talking about the trailer, props to the trailer for its impeccable use of a trailerified epic version of an already epic song, The Man Who Sold the World. They played us like a damn fiddle! Yeah, I guess. Back to the point, he didn't feel like Immortan Joe 2.0. Immortan Joe and him feel completely different. And that's engaging. A villain who's entertaining while you're rooting for the protagonist to get her revenge on him. See, when Immortan Joe's not on his weekend road rage ride bender because one of his high-ranking officials took all of his wives and is smuggling them to safety, he kind of reminded me of Bane a little more. Not just because of the mask. When Bane in Dark Knight Rises meets Gordon, he's all like, Why are you here? Immortan Joe has more of that energy in this movie. Not as much, get it out, get it out! But I talk about all these characters because that's kind of the point of the movie. That's right, for the past 9 years or so, while we've been enjoying the action fest that is Mad Max Fury Road, we were passing through that world, a world that clearly had a story to it. It had more going on. Now we get to see more of how that world actually operates. The Citadel, Gastown, Bullet Farm, all while Dementis, Chris Hemsworth's character, is just... he's fucking shit up. But you gotta know that going into this movie. If you're expecting Mad Max Fury Road, but with Furiosa this time, it's not really that. There's action in this movie, absolutely. Is it fun when it goes down? Yes, it is. But it's more than just the action. It's how creative the characters in the movie are when they go to war, when they are fighting. Thus, how creative George Miller is, because he thought this shit up. Like in Mad Max Fury Road, when the war boys are on those big poles and they're just pulling people up out of cars. You have mechanics different than that, but same energy, as they say. Just creative execution on how to get the upper hand in a highway chase sequence in the desert, in the apocalypse. Moments that make you go, yep, that's why you've survived this long. Details like that make a world feel thought out and feel lived in. That's why George Miller's a treasure. Not everyone would think to do that in their movie, in their world, but he cares that much. The comparisons between Fury Road and Furiosa, they are inevitable. They're almost impossible to ignore. You saw it in the trailer. Didn't bother me as much in the movie as it bothered me in the trailer. There's an appreciated visual continuity with the color grading. There's also a feeling of it feeling almost too clean. CGI clean, green screen clean. Not that Mad Max Fury Road didn't use CGI, but in Fury Road, the CGI that was used to enhance the feeling of practical effects. As they say, the best CGI is the CGI you don't notice. This movie has CGI that you notice. Scenes that look green screen. I mean, the action scenes were cool and fun, but when it was noticeable green screen and CGI, it stood out like a sore thumb. Just took me out of it. Made me feel numb to the experience. When Mad Max Fury Road's action sequences felt like 1 in a million, noticeable CGI and action sequences, that just feels like 1 of the millions. You lose a large chunk of what made the previous movie special. Given solid props to the sound design. The audio was amazing. This has the love for combustion engines and cylinders, and you just hear it. It sounds incredible, it's audibly amazing. If you're inspired for your next car to be far cooler than your current one, everyone would understand. Furiosa feels, well, it's about 2.5 hours. I feel really bad because one of the critics at the screening was like, I wonder how long this is. I was like, oh, I think I read online it's 1 hour and 48 minutes. He was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's 148 minutes. Sorry, man. My bad. Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours long. You absolutely feel like it's 2.5 hours long. The sick thing is it could have been longer. It actually could have been a series. It's even broken up into chapters. You could have had each chapter be an episode. Point I'm getting at is it has to cover a lot of time. It covers like 15 years. And it has to cover that in about 2.5 hours. No matter how I slice it in my head, it fast tracks, it skips time, feels rushed, yet feels long simultaneously. But I do enjoy and appreciate the deeper look of the mechanics of the world, the lore, how it operates. And that's this movie's strength right there. I feel like a lot of people are gonna go in for the action sequences because, well, prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. Is it Furiosa's backstory? Yes. Does it show her revenge quest? Yes. But it's the world building that really hooked me, as well as Chris Hemsworth. He was fucking awesome. All in all, had myself a good time. No alcohol required. Or so Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what's your, well, second favorite action movie that's come out in the past decade? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.